from Philadelphia, all set for baseball from the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park. We've got baseball on the 4th of July between the San Diego Padres and the Philadelphia Phillies. We've got baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Zach Wheeler, a right-handed Georgia native, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Next up is Luis Camposano. He will lead this one off today.
Leading off the afternoon for San Diego, the catcher.
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. Dan Dero, these Phillies, as they begin play here today, well, they come in fresh off a victory last time out, but they've had a rough go of it of late as they've lost 7 of their last 9 games.
Yeah, man, nothing they'd like to do more than to salvage this one, D-Roll. After this one, they go on the road for a 7-game road trip, so big to get this win here today.
Yeah, last game in front of the home folks before you go out for a week. This is a big one. They're going to get it done.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Our temperature not quite as hot as we'd expected. 85 degrees, the reading at first pitch. It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Popped him up. Hoskins in foul ground. He's got it one away. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Yeah, Matty, you take a look at this lineup. The one thing that jumps out is the fact that they are last in stolen bases. They are station to station trying to hit the ball out of the ballpark, trying to get in good counts and drive the baseball out of the yard to create their runs.
At the plate, Gosuke Kato. Strike one to start the at-bat. Chopper to short. Gregorius has it, and there are 2 away now.
Batting third, the third baseman, number 13, Manny.
And in steps Manny Machado, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
As he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. A ball and a strike now to Machado.
Hey, boys, you talking about getting your ace swing off right here? That's what it looks like. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
Too much dip on the sinker, laid off for a ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Hoskins waits on it, and the inning is over. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. Now it'll be the Phillies' turn. No score. Yu Darvish gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been a little bit inconsistent. He's a better pitcher than that ERA over the 4s indicates.
And that'll bring up Gene Segura, currently 9th in the NL in hitting entering play.
What a terrific season this guy's having. Up near the leaders in batting average, without a doubt the highest average and the best hitter on this team.
Guys, these Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road, so this is a big one for this ball club.
Full count, 3-2. And the payoff pitch. Hot shot to third and handled for the first out.
Batting second.
A moment now to check out the hometown Phil's starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matt, one guy that's worth the price of admission, Andrew McCutchen. He's really excelled against right-handed pitching this season, hitting over 300 against them coming in. So given the matchup he's faced with here, I wouldn't be surprised at all to see him make some noise at the plate.
Here now is Adam Hazley. And he popped him up. Hosmer into foul territory. And no one will get this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. 1 out, nobody on. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
I really like watching righties throw that cutter in on lefties' hands like that. This one was down 2, and if he hits it, there's a pretty good chance he's going to pound it into the ground. Maybe even give himself a shin burger.
Now another 1-2. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Cateau backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Batting third.
And Bryce Harper will dig in at the plate. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. 0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. Chopper to short. Scooped up. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. So here is Will Myers. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
One of the best hitters in baseball, and he does it with some damage too. Lots of extra base hits. He's in the top 5 in the league in slugging percentage as well.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Yeah, Dan, we got Eric Summersgill behind the dish. Really likes to work the ball east-west. What did you like? Did you like north-south, east-west?
I thought east-west, Dero. The more I can get away with on the outside corner, inside corner, give me a wider plate than a higher plate. I think it's a lot easier to pitch to a wider plate.
Now the 2-1 is taken high above the zone.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. Skied into very shallow right. Harper has a read on it. 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And guys, the thing I want you to take a look at today is in today's game, the new age, everyone wants to move around. This manager does not like to shift a lot. Maybe a step to your right or left, but there's a lot of trust that the pitchers are going to execute. So let's see how it works out for them in this one.
Up next is Fernando Tatis Jr. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. The average at 284 to begin play. 15 long balls and 38 runs batted in. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. And now a slider in there for a called 3rd strike, and there are 2 gone now. Next to stand in is Tommy Pham. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First offering. No score here as we play inning number 2. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Two and two now with 2 away and the base is empty. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high.
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases. And he is into second with a 2-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most 2-base hits this year. And we can see right there that these Padres currently lead the NL in that department. Eric Hosmer to the plate now. His career line against Wheeler, he's gone 3 for 8. From the belt, the pitch lifted down the line in left. And it's a foul ball.
Hey, if he's going to execute that curveball, and that's the first one of the day, if he's going to execute it like that, be on the lookout for that one. That's going to be a big pitch for him today.
0-1 the pitch.
Nope, that's a ball. 1-0.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
Pham at second with 2 down. Lifted the other way down the left field line. After it is McCutchen. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. 2-out double left stranded. Through an inning and a half, no score on the show. Next to bat will be Rhys Hoskins. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The first baseman, Rhys Hoskins.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Fouled away. Fouled off. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit high and deep to left field. Left fielder looking up. A leap at the wall, but forget it. It's gone. A home run. Rhys Hoskins with a solo shot. Number 22 on the year. And the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Andrew McCutchen.
So the next hitter to dig in will be Andrew McCutchen, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The average sits at 286 here to start play. 10 home runs, 39 driven in.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Base is empty here with nobody out. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. I might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
As he'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. Head-to-head numbers with Yu Darvish. He's gone 3 for 11. And there's ball 1. Fly ball out toward right field. Myers is under it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
Batting seventh.
Here's Didi Gregorius. He'll try to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. A ball and no strikes. One ball, one strike to count.
Get the chainsaw out today, boys. If he's going to throw back-to-back cutters like that, we are going to have some guys getting some wood blown up in their hands.
Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going.
Yeah, you could tell he was ready for another fastball, but the pitcher went to breaking ball, and the hitter just fouls that one off.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. A bouncer up the middle. And that's through for a hit.
超動乱だ。
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Brad Miller. No balls and 1 strike. And it's fouled away. Darvish pauses. Here's the 0-2. Tried to get him to go after the slider, but it's 1-2.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the second inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
Oh, he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And that one is gone on a 2-strike count with 2 away in the inning. Brad Miller has just clubbed a milestone home run of sorts. It's the 100th of his career.
Well, obviously, it's not easy hitting home runs, Matt, especially at this level. 100 home runs is nothing to scoff at, so I'm sure he'll be proud of this accomplishment when he gets to really think about it after a game, and you know he'll want that ball to hold on to.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound.
Zach Wheeler.
Into the box now, Zach Wheeler, as Darvish will jump ahead of him here with strike 1. Taken, and that one catches the bottom part of the strike zone.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much weaponry.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side,
今
and
の打
that will
球
do it.
は反則使用
So
バ
2
ット
home
によ
runs
り
in the
バ
inning
ットアウ
lead to
ト。
3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll go now to the top of the third. It's the
い
Phillies
きなり
3
打たれました
and
ね。
the Padres nothing. So stepping in is Trent Grisham, and he's been tearing the cover off the ball these past few days, as you see there.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this
ダルビッ
one.
シュ
Getting a
さん
run
なん
back in
か
this inning, give them a little bit
序
of
盤に打
confidence
たれ
that
る
they can keep
パ
up in
タ
this
ーン
game.
多いですね。
And he fouls this one off.
The offense better get
な
it
んか
going
ゼロ
right
に
here because
抑
they
える
certainly can
イ
tell
メー
from
ジ
their
がないんです
dugout.
けど。
This guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all
Ah.
his pitches.
Miller is there. He's got it 1 away.
Batting
うーん。
the pitcher, number 11. You
Digging in next, Yu Darvish. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. On the outside black. Good pitch called for a strike. Bases are empty. 1 man out. bounce to
Yeah.
first. Hoskins grabs it cleanly, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the catcher.
Back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Luis Camposano. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Drives it out to deep right center field. Back goes Harper to the track, and it's gone.
第8号か。
Solo shot to right center. 8th home run on the season for him, and the Padres are on the board. It's now a 3-1 game.
When you're facing an elite starter, you know runs are going to be at a premium. I don't know if this shakes the starter's confidence, but you know what it does? It certainly boosts the confidence of the guys in your lineup.
In now, Gosuke Kato.
Ah, 加藤さんアウ
Miller
ト
is。there for it, and that retires the side. The Padres get 1 in the inning, and it comes on the solo home run. We played 2 and a
この
half.
人
It's
で
the
も打
Phillies
率一
3
番
and the
悪かっ
Padres
たんです
1.
けどね。
Bottom of the inning now, and that'll give
さ
way to the
あ、
veteran
あと
second
は
baseman
抑えれる
Yoshi
かどう
Segura.
か。
The second
As the first
baseman,
pitch misses to him, it's ball 1.
Segura.
A ball and a strike to the Phillies leadoff man. The 1-1 to 1-2 now.
打率悪い方、ファームへ。
And now a pitch on the way. And he looks at a called strike 3 as the cut fastball's in there, and that's out number 1.
Now batting,
So next to the plate for the Phils, Adam Hazley. He flew out in his last AB. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Third inning here, 3-1 our score. Swung on but fouled off to the left.
昨日やったメジャー、あれはおもろかったですね。
In there, 1-2 now.
What a well-executed fastball right there, down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and
序
leaning out
盤に
over
あれ
that
6
thing.
点取られて
So
も
we got him
負
swinging.
けるか
Adam
もと思っ
Hazley
たんですけど、
becomes out number 2 this inning.
最終勝ちましたからね。
Harper.
負けたらもう今シー
Next
ズン
to
終わっ
dig
と
in
っ
will
た
be
んですけ
Bryce
ど、
Harper. Out in front of it, strike 1. 0 for 1 here in the early going.
先発がもう打ち込まれて、もう1回ワンアウトしか取れんくて、
Slapped hard the
話に
opposite
ならん
way,
かったで
but
す。
pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order, and it's
ね、そ
still
っからも
3-1.
中継ぎフル稼働で全員で抑えましたけどね。でもまた3点取られて9点差になってや
All
ばか
set
った
for
ん
the
で、
start of the inning, and standing in
最
now the
終
always
逆
dangerous
転で
third
勝ってます
baseman
から
Manny
ね。
Machado.
Number 13, Manny.
あれはひどかったですね。たったワンアウトしか
Ready
取ら
to
れへんって
deliver.
い
Here comes the first pitch.
う。ドジャー
This
ス
guy's
打
been
線
throwing the ball
が
great
打
so
ち
far,
ま
but
く
he's
っ
going to
て
be
ボコボ
tested
コ
here.
にされまし
4,
たね。
5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
でもその後こっちも打ちまくって最終逆転勝利で、
Now a
ディビ
fastball
ジョ
for
ン
a
シ
called
リーズや
strike.
から
It's
もう負け
1-1.
たら終わり
You
や
can
ったん
bet he
で、
wants that one back at the plate right now. That's
な
a
ん
pitch
と
you
か
normally
一勝
see
し
a
ました
guy
けど、
drive if he has the right approach going.
残りの2試合も全部勝たんと、もう負けたら終わりやから。
Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 4.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Will Myers. Flew out in his only at-bat so far. First delivery to him. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has
ま
got
っ
power
ちゃんさ
stuff,
んと
but
こ
you
も
can't
なん
live in the middle
かあ
of
れ
the
で
plate
したね。
against this lineup and
なんか
expect
書い
to have
てましたけ
success.
ど、
Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
あんまり絵文字はやめてくださいって書いてましたね。
And he'll reach second now with one away.
Man, I don't think he could have bisected those fielders any better if he tried. Drove that one
訓
into
練
the alley
仲
for
間
a
の
gap
人
and
が
that'll
言う
bring
とっ
him
た言ってま
easily
したね。
into second base.
.笑い転げるあんま使われへんちゃいますかね。
And that'll bring up Fernando Tatis Jr.
もう漢字で笑い転げるって書かなあかんじゃないですか。
Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. This is on the ground over to first. Hoskins gathers it in, and he'll take this one to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner will move up 90 feet to third
Now
base.
batting, the left fielder, Tommy.
うん。まあいろいろ言う人がおるんです
And
な。
up next, it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham.
誰なんでしょうね。ようわからんけど。
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. As he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike.
なんて人かは知らんけど。
Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Ah,
Sent on the ground out to second. Throw to first with time to spare, and the side is retired. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. It's the Phillies 3 and the Padres 1. Just about set to go for the last of the 4th. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, I had a chance to catch up with manager Joe Girardi during the commercial break about the Phillies offense.
そういや
And
なん
overall,
か
he's
ニ
really
ュース
happy with the
で
at-bats they're putting together.
北
They've been
九
able
州
to
で
push
したっ
across
けなん
3
か
runs
マ
to
クド
this
で
point, but they've also
中
made
学
the
生が
opposition
刺さ
work
れて死
extremely
んでま
hard.
したねなん
He's
か
thrown
ね
a lot of pitches, and they think they're
謎
going to
の
have a
男
good
に刺され
opportunity to
て
push across a lot
一
more
人死ん
runs
でま
as
し
he
たね
tires or as they get into that bullpen.
なんかマクドで並んどって刺されたとか言って
Digging in will be Rhys Hoskins.
謎の
He'll
人
begin
物い
things
き
here
なり
against
襲われ
Yu
たって
Darvish.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Favorable call in there for a strike. When facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Hoskins carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. The 1-1. Lofted in the air
まあ
out toward
変な
right
のもい
center.
ますからね
Myers moves to his right and puts
急
this one
に
away
い
in
き
the
なり
alley
襲っ
for
てき
out
たりと
number
か
1.
The left fielder, number 22.
So bases are empty with one gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP, Andrew McCutchen. In there, strike one. And that one yanked just foul. Got him
No.
swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are two gone.
Oh man, he's been absolutely getting
なんなん
overmatched
並
at
ん
the
どっ
plate
て
the
いき
last
なり
couple
刺
of
され
games.
たら
That's his
た
fifth
まらんですよ
strikeout in
ね
this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they
さ
figured
す
out
が
how
に
to
そんな
attack
刺
this
され
guy.
るとは
We'll
思っ
see
て
if
な
he
い
can
から
make any adjustments.
At the plate now, JT Realmuto, 1-0 the count. Darvish pauses. Here it comes.
さすがに何やっとんねん言うて差し返す余裕もないんちゃいますかね
Hey, he's done an amazing job of settling down. 2 innings ago, I thought they were going to run him out of here. But now he's close to posting 2 shutout innings as a response.
Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. This is popped up. Hosmer has a play, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing here this half. We played 4 full. Philadelphia's on top, 3-1. Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And one thing he stressed to me is the need for them to have more competitive at-bats the rest of the game. He thinks they need to slow the game down a little bit when they get into the box. Top to bottom, they're hitting into way too many outs early in the count and not letting the at-bats develop. He's all for picking on a good pitch to hit when it comes, but they need to make sure they're doing more damage on the swings that they're taking.
Leading off for San Diego,
Good stuff, Heidi.
the
Thanks.
first baseman, Eric Hosmer.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Now the 1-0.
ああ、必勝
There's a
さんどう
fastball in
も。
off the plate for a ball.
ラスアス面白いですよね。まあ難しいですけ
Swing
ど。
and a miss, 2-1.
Although he doesn't use that pitch too much, if he's able to steal some strikes early in the count, could be something they have to think about.
Hosmer in front now, a 3-1 count.
A 3-1 count, tying run on deck. Good spot to be a hitter right now. You have to look for something
い
middle
や
in.
ー、サードゴロ。
Gloved by Miller. And the fifth inning will start with a ground out, one away.
Now batting, the center fielder, Trent.
So the next to bat will be Trent Grisham. He popped out in his first trip. Halfway to 100 pitches, here it is.
い
Popping up.
やー、また違った。
And
Oh.
no one will track it down.
あ
3-1
あ、
our
そうい
score
う
as
リ
we
クエ
play
ストが
inning
あった
number
んです
5.
ラスアスも
Tried to
ね、
crush that ball and now perhaps
バ
needs
ケ
to
モン
shorten
が多い
up
で
with
すから
two
ね。
strikes. The 0-2 home. And this is swung
Yeah.
on and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the fifth.
Boy, that's really disappointing for a guy that has wheels, right? All he wants to do is get on base and take advantage of the strength of his game, which is his speed. But with the strikeout right there, you can't get on first base if you strike out.
So now to the plate, Yu Darvish. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's
ダルビッシュさ
0-1.
ん。
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of
Wow.
the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count and the pitch. High in the air down the right field line.
なんで絵文字使えんな
But
いん
this
だ
is just going
納
to wind
得
up
い
being
か
a
ん
foul ball.
監督は子供か黙って
The
2回
0-2 once more.
絵文字使いたいもん
Got him looking, and that ends the inning.
もんもんもんもんパラダイ
3
ス
up,
です
3 down for San Diego. Score holds, it's
ヘッド
3-1.
コーチもんもんもんモン太郎じゃないですか
So now to the plate, Didi Gregorius.
Leading up for the Phillies, the shortstop, Didi.
First pitch on the way. As he
Gregorius.
takes a
Mon Mon
cold strike at the
Paradise.
knees, it's 0-1. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Boy, good
shot.
cutting action to that pitch as that's the first out of the inning.
I'll tell you, he's showing no signs of tiring right now. Still looks razor sharp from what I can tell. So I think he might last a while longer if he can keep this up.
Miller.
笑い転
At
べ
the
る笑い
plate,
転べ
Brad
る
Miller. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. That swung on and missed. We're even at 1-1. Now here it comes. Right side and right into the shift. He's got it. On to first, and there are 2 down.
そのでも絵文字いいですよねめっちゃ笑ってるような顔が
Wheeler.
So the bases are empty with 2 gone now. And the pitcher strides into the batter's box. Here's Zach Wheeler. As the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball 1-0.
Man, that's
は
a
いス
great
イッ
take
チは
right
スイ
there.
ッチで
Backdoor
なん
slider
か
just
変
missed
な
the
絵文字あ
outside
りま
corner.
すよね
This guy must have a really good eye. Most guys swing at that.
外人の顔みたいな あー、
And
何
this
し
is
てん
into
何
the
してん
alley and
何
ought
し
to
て
be
ん
good
何
for
して
extra bases.
んやらかしよった。
That's what happens when a slider doesn't do
な
what
ん
you
か
want it to
変
do.
な
That was just
外
one of
人の
those
顔
cement
の絵文字
mixers,
が多
kind
い
of。just spinning but doing nothing. Nice job of punishing that pitch and picking up 2 bags on 1 swing.
なんかガイルさんみたいな顔文字がある。
Gene Segura standing in as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
この
0 for
目
2
玉
for
が
him
飛
to
び
this
出てる
point.
ような、こんな絵とかありますね。目玉飛び出てるみたい
Here's the
な。
pitch. Oh, and a good tight slider there, and he's in command, 0 and 2.
On 0-2 here, he doesn't have to give in with a great pitch to hit.
We'll
よっ
have
し
to
ゃ。
press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side.
なんかカップヌー
Phillies
ドルみ
strand
たいな。
1 as the
あ
lead
りますよ
remains
ね。
3 to 1.
日吉さんの目玉が飛び出る。
Luis Campusano
あと
back
な
at
ん
the
か
plate
よう
now,
わ
and
か
he's
ら
been
ん
the
人の
entire
顔が。
offense so far with the solo homer he hit earlier.
Campusano.
Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch.
かなりなんかこの映画豊富ですよね。
Into the windup.
な
Here
んか
comes
こ
the
の
0-1.
女の人見たことあるな。
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but
なん
ruled
か
a
マイク
ball,
ロソフト
1
の
and
お
1.
偉いさんみたいな女の人。
Oh, looked like he was towing
なん
an
か
anchor there. 1
Xbox
and 2.
の
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game
お
to
偉い
square
さんの
up.
女
Just
の
a
人み
heavy
たいな。
sinker with good downward
あ
action.
あ。
Bat explodes as this is popped up, and he'll steer clear of the flying debris to make the catch here for the first out.
Now batting, second baseman, Yosuke Kato.
And now in the box,
なんかこ
Yosuke
んな
Kato.
動
He
く絵
got
文
under
字
one
み
and
たいなのある
popped out his
顔
last
文字
time
み
up.
たい。
Yeah, I don't mind him trying to
ぴょ
drive
こ
the
ぴょこ
ball in
動
the
い
air,
て
but
る。
he can't collapse the backside, and that's exactly what he did in his last at bat. Look for him to stay a little taller and keep that upper half a little bit more over him.
なか
Hey,
な
the
か
guy
な
on
ア
the
ニ
mound
ア
is
ニメーションで
absolutely
すね。
pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole 0-2 now.
This guy's so aggressive, I don't think this pitch is anywhere near the zone.
ああ。
Inside as he might be trying to set him up
酔
here
い
1
ま
and
すね。
2.
酔っ
1
払
run
い
on
ますね。
3 hits. No errors in the ball game for the Padres. Fouled off.
Not surprised he's laid on a heater right there. Just saw an off-speed pitch, wanted to stay back a little bit too long.
He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their
あ
fastballs
あ、やっぱこ
until
れ
there's
どう
a
見ても
reason to start
チ
mixing
ュ
it
ン
up.
リーさん
He
ちゃい
hasn't
ますよ
needed
これ。
many of his
顔
secondary
見たら
pitches
チュ
so
ンリー
far
さ
in
んみ
this
たい
one,
な顔
and
して
there
る。
was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
ストリートファイターとなんかコラボかなんかやってんすかね。
And it's fouled away.
なんかチュンリーみたいな顔してる。
And he fouls this one off.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high 1 and 2.
Hey, textbook
か
waste
な
pitch
りで
right
もこ
there.
の
Does he go
絵文字
elevated
が多いです
fastball
ね。
again
スイ
or
ッチは。
something slow below the zone?
あ
And
あ、入ってん
strike
かい。
3 called as he says, "You got to be kidding me!" with the side
かなり多い
retired.
ですねこれ。
Padres down in order. They still trail it here 3 to 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and next it'll be the outfielder, Adam
The
Hazley.
center fielder, Adam.
咲いた咲いたチューリップの花がああ、チュンリーですか。 あれこれはまた違うやつか。
Now here's the first offering.
ストリートファイターの中国人の女の人。スピニングバードキックとかやる。
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff
な
start
か
to
なか
flatten
いろ
out,
いろあ
but
りま
that's
す。
not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
Fouled away. The next 0-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Grisham is under it to make the catch for out number 1.
やらかしとつかの顔とかあったら面白い。
One out for the Phils in their half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Bryce Harper. From the stretch, here's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
あと
You know, some guys just don't like
ブリー
pulling
フ
the
ジャ
trigger
パ
in
ン
an
の久米
0-0
さんと
count.
か
They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
The 1-1 takes a pass and misses. That strike 2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. The next 1-2 pitch. We're in the 6th inning here in a 3-1 ball game.
Ah, 65を投げてるんだ。ちょっと投げすぎですね、この人。65も投げてるのか。ブリーフ久米です。戸塚がやらかした後の仲間のリアクション。
Full count now, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
And he lost it. Ball 4 as Harper will reach.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Reese Hoskins will stand in here hoping to duplicate what he did back in the 2nd inning as we flash you back to take another look at his solo home run that helped get this offense rolling. Now time is called, and this could very well be to buy a few more pitches for those relievers.
Hmm. この回は持ってほしいけど。
Set to deliver the 0-1.
ああ、入ってない。
You know, what I'm seeing here is a reluctance to throw the fastball. It's like he feels he can't throw the ball right by him right now.
The 2-1 home. The count now at 2-2. Harper, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2.
Keep in mind, people, the longer the at-bat, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning.
カラオケの機械が中に入らない。洗い中。
Have to find a way to keep that fair.
The payoff pitch one more time.
いやー、粘るな。
And he finally wins wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the second out.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think it caught him off guard a little bit.
トイレダッシュしたがあちゃやってもうたみたいな出てもうたみたいな
Here's Andrew McCutcheon now, as he'll take a look at ball
笑い
one.
転げ
He's
る
0 for 2 in the ball game so far. 1-1 to Andrew McCutcheon.
You rarely see a pitcher of this quality throw one right down the middle, and man, as a hitter, probably a good chance you're not going to see that pitch again.
The count now at 2-1. 2-2.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
ああ、かなっ
3
てきた。
runs, 4 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the
Oh,
Phillies to this
shit.
point. And he's got himself another one as he picks
な
up
んとか投
strikeout
げた。
number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1 left for Philadelphia, and it's still 3-1. So here's Will Myers. He's batting cleanup in
さあ、
this
なん
one,
と
but
か
will
2
get
点
us
取らん
started
と。
here in the inning as they look to wake up the bats.
Yeah, not much to get excited about with just a single notch on the scoreboard, but you have to give credit to where it's deserved. The pitching on the other side has been really impressive.
1-1 the count now.
友達がやらかした時の顔
Now some movement out in the Phillies bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen. The 2-1 is looked at for ball 3.
Down two, you better believe they'd gladly take a leadoff walk right here.
これもあり
Anything
まし
to
た
get
よ
a base runner on
ああ
and
や
get
っ
that
て
time
も
run
う
to the
たみ
plate.
たいな
Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up foul as he runs the count full now. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Harper is there, 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Next, it'll be Fernando Tatis Jr. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
こ
Yeah,
の
Matty,
顔
it
も
looked
いい
like
で
a
す
sinker in his last AB
ひ
that
げ
got
も
him to
邪
roll
魔すわ
over. Kind of similar situation right here. Similar stuff on the mound. Look for them to try and get him to do exactly the same thing as his last AB. He's got to fight to get it elevated just a little bit more.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope,
boy.
but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And indeed, the throw will finish him off as they get the put out at first, and there are 2 away now.
The left fielder.
2 outs now in the San Diego 7th, and up next it'll be the outfielder Tommy Pham. First pitch of the AB on its way. Sinkers in there, no balls and a strike.
トイレに間に合わんまだ間に合った時の顔
Here's a fastball at the knees. Good spot, good pitch. It's 0-2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
Here comes Wheeler's 0-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike three, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit
これは
outside.
なんか日本人
In
顔
the
です。
seventh inning with a good finish brewing, 3-1 our score. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
So a full count now. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a
60 過
base
ぎた
hit.
戸塚山
Eric Hosmer will have a chance next with 2 out.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
悪徳戸塚サンタです。
The first baseman Eric Hosmer is in. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. Harper has a read on it. And that ends the inning. Padres leave 1, and it remains a 3-1 ball game. Now to bat, JT Realmuto. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one.
The catcher, JT Realmuto.
ああ、変えなあかん。
Michel Baez gets the call from the pen to take the ball for the home
Baez.
7th.
まさかの大事な場所にジャストミートした時のか。
Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll
も
take
だ
a
え
look at
苦
a
し
high
む
strike
顔。
that time. It's 0-1.
Big fastball is definitely this guy's
白
MO
目に
coming
な
out
っ
of the
てまうって
bullpen.
いう。
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first out. Didn't mess around much in that at-bat, Dan.
No, that was pretty impressive, Matt. I really like a pitcher that trusts and works off his fastball. Right there, he decided he didn't need to use anything else. 3 straight heaters and go grab some bench.
この顔もおもろい顔してますね。悪い顔。
Into the box,
もう
Didi
顔がも
Gregorius.
うなんか
As
戸
with
塚
one
犬み
away,
たい
he
になって
can't
ます
make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The 0-1 pitch.
The way he's been able to command his fastball those first 2 pitches, don't be shocked if he goes back in there again or goes up under his chin or nasty
セカンドゴロやけどショー
He
ト
has
ゴロ。
opened up his full arsenal.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
The third baseman,
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Brad Miller. He bounced out last time up as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. That's wide, 2-0. Now here's the pitch.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Pulled hard, but it's foul down the first base side. And that misses there, so he runs the count full now.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia as the lead remains 3-1.
これもなんか笑ってる顔ですよね。
And Joe Girardi's going to get up off the dugout bench and confer at home plate, so we'll likely see a double switch here. Archie Bradley will come on now and he'll
こ
slide
の
into
人
the
もま
seventh
た
spot
えら
in
い
the
ひげも
lineup
じゃです
following
ね
the double switch. CJ Chatham is into the ball game as well as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch. In to hit will be Trent Grisham. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one.
ああ、また打ち上げた。
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number one. So his day fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Phillies starter. It was a really nice day on the mound for him.
Wow.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching
頭ツル
performance
ツル
is
じゃないですか。
not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't
あ
in
あ、
this
代
one.
打せな。
Didn't allow a walk all game long.
誰にしようかな。内野が結構余ってんすよね。
Jake Cronenworth will come on as a pinch hitter to try and make an impact with one away. First delivery to him. He'll check in with an average still south of 230, 9 homers and 28 RBIs. Ball two now.
ナックルカーブ。
Sent on the ground out to second. Segura. And quickly there are two away. Stepping in once again is Luis Camposano. He homered back in the third inning in this one. First offering. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hazley gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score holds. It's 3-1. Emilio Pagan is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth. Stepping up is CJ Chatham, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the eighth after entering off the bench just a little bit ago.
このまま2点差でいかんと。
Now here's the pitch. Right there,
い
and
や
it's
あれ
quickly
がストライ
0-2
クって
now.
すごいな、この
Two
人。
well executed pitches at the knees right there, but I know this hitter's looking for something up.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Fastball well outside.
From 0-2 to 3-2, what a great at bat to start this inning off.
Yeah.
Hey, this could be a productive inning.
Pagan has over 40 innings on his line so far, and during that time he's worked to a sub-1 swing.
持ってかれた。
High drive, left field and deep. And that ball will stay fair. And it's
大事
gone.
な
A
場所。
home run.
ここで一発打たれる。
So a solo shot down the line in left. Third home run for him on the year, and the Phillies have opened it up now. It's 4-1.
And the home crowd has really come to life here in the bottom of the eighth. They know as well as anybody that a 3-run lead this late in the game is awfully tough to overcome, especially on the road. 3 outs, and this one is theirs.
ファール、ファール、ファールですね。
The batter, number 2, second baseman,
Into the box now.
こ
Gene
こで
Segura
打つか。
to the left side, but it's well foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Just great approach. No one really
No.
chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The center field.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch out. Gene Segura becomes the first out in the bottom of the 8th inning. Strike one to start the at bat. And he falls behind
多分
0-2.
このままやと抑えが出てくるでしょうね。
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
よし。
Fastball strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger and there are 2 away.
This tells me a lot about this guy. He's done a real nice job bouncing back from that home run to strike out the next 2 guys. Sometimes you're going to get taken deep, but it's all about how you respond that really matters.
Bryce Harper is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. And he misses 2-1. And now a pitch on the way. Line to the right
ファール、ファー
side.
ル、ファール、ファール。
But this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly, and the inning is over.
なんとかゼロで。
But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their
こ
lead
こで
even
でも
further.
この1点が
Last
いらんで
chance
すね。
coming up for the Padres. It's now 4-1 Philadelphia. Jose Alvarado comes on from the pen, hoping to
この
finish
ピッ
this
チャー
one
が
off
抑え
here
で
in
す
the
か。
top of the 9th.
アルバラド。
All set to start
防
the
御
ninth
率
in
なん
this
かめ
one.
っちゃ
And
悪い
that'll
ですね。
give way to the rookie second baseman.
さあ、
Goes
加
Kate
藤さん
Katoa.
があん
They
ま打
look
っ
like
て
they're
ない
up
から
against it here, down 3
変え
on
ま
the
しょう
road,
か。
trying to come back against a closer.
Jurickson Profar is going to be asked to try and be the rally starter as he's up off the
加
bench,
藤さん
ready to
交
lead it
代
off
で。
in the ninth.
シンカー、カーブ。
Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
お
He'll enter play with that batting average, still shy of the 220 mark.
今の入ってましたね。
8 runs batted in.
全然入っててもボール言うてますけど。
And a
これ
high
はス
strike
トラ
there.
イク
It's
なん
1-1.
This offense has been underachieving
今
all
のは
day,
ボール
putting
で
way
もいい
too
と
much
思う。
pressure on their own pitching staff. Someone has to have a quality AB and get this line going.
And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's
なん
ruled
か
a
今の
strike.
もボールっぽいな。
Hit on the ground out to
Ah,
short.
timuta.
Reined in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. Next to hit,
この人
Manny
も打ってない。
Machado. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Nick Tanalou steps into the on-deck circle now, looking to start something here with 1 gone in the inning. He's set. Here it comes. Alvarado has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as
今のもなん
effective
か
as he
ボール
is.
か。
1 out, nobody on. Two and one.
うん。
And a breaking ball's
Ah,
bounced out toward
sumastiru.
second. Segura fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, and the Padres are down to their final out now.
Up next for the Padres.
追い込まれ
Now
ま
into
し
the
たね。
box, Will Myers, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Hot shot
あ
towards the
あ、
hole,
ライト前。
and that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB, no chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job, maybe a little 2-out lightning starting.
Standing in now, Fernando Tatis Jr. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1.
打てないか。
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
打ってないけど微妙ですね。ああ、変えましょうか。
Tucupita Marcano will look for some 2-out magic here as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at first.
ああ、左と左なんや。
Here comes the 0-1. Sharp ground
あ
ball
あ、
to
し
third.
ゃ。
And just past his
代打成
outstretched
功。
glove into left, a base hit.
All right, Dan, as a former closer right here, you get 2 quick outs in the 9th inning, and then you give up back-to-back knocks. Are you 1 pitch away? What are you telling yourself?
You know, sometimes the hardest thing to do,
さあ、
D-Roll, is to get that 1, 2,
こ
3,
れで
9th
また
inning.
ランナー溜
2
まった。
base hits in a row right now. This is where you really
取っ
have to
た
Swing and a drive sent out
入っ
toward the
たホー
gap.
ムラン
That one is out
同
of
点
here.
ホームラン
This game
土
is
壇場で追い
tied.
つきましたね。これは完璧に捉え
So
た。
a 3-run shot to left center, and just like that, this ball game is all tied.
これはうまいこと持っていきましたね。いやー、あれは甘かったですね。真ん中でしたよ、これ。ここでまた打つところがすごいですね。
Tony Watson has been summoned
見
here and will
事に
try to
抑
keep
え
this
失
one
敗
tied
で。
heading to the bottom of the ninth.
さあ、またノーヒット。
Up next to the
And
mound,
every pitch so crucial in a tie ball game, so he'll step
あ
out
あ、
and ask
一
for
塁
time.
か。ああ、この人守れますね。
Brian O'Grady will come on now as the pinch hitter.
number 5. Brian
さあ、これでわからんなってきましたね。あ
And
あ
a
ピ
big
ッチャーやっ
pitch
とか
coming
な。
here late, so he'll step out and ask for time.
ピッチャー、ピッチャー。
First offering as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on
ああ、
what we've
見た
seen?
ん
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big
あの
situations.
スラ
Dan,
イ
and the
ダー振
offense
っ
took
て
full
まうんですよ
advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Roll, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was
Leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. But the Padres pick up 3 on this 3-run home run. That'll set the stage for the bottom of the ninth. All even now at 4 apiece. Jurickson Profar will remain in the game at second base after coming on as a pinch hitter in the last half inning.
うん。
Nick Tanalou remains in the game playing third after entering the game as a pinch hitter in the previous half inning. Tucapita Marcano is the new shortstop as he stays in the game after entering as a pinch hitter. Brian O'Grady will stay in the ball game as he'll take
その
over
ま
at
ま
first
みんな
base.
守りにつきますね。
Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Rhys Hoskins.
さあ、
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
さっきのでもホームランなかったら逆転勝ちになっとったんですけどね。
just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss,
あ
strike
の
one.
1点が入ってるから結局4対4で。
Power on power. My money's on the pitcher.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Into the box, Andrew McCutchen. 3 at-bats for him in this one, all ending with him going down on strikes. No balls and a strike to count. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2
打って
now.
ないですね。
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's
Ah,
knocking him
so-
down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
He froze him on the breaking ball that time. Andrew McCutchen becomes out number 2 this inning. Stepping in now, JT Realmuto. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he fouls this one off.
He's 1 pitch away from striking out the side, but even more than that, to throw a donut
Ah,
up
killed
after
it.
your offense put up some runs, I can't tell you what that means to the boys in the dugout.
2 balls and 2 strikes to the Phillies catcher. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. The 2-2 pitch. Fouled away.
あれを振ってくる。
taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still
Ah,
have to control the strike zone.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential winning run is aboard at first. Alec Bohm will be called upon here to hit with the game on the
こ
line.
の回はもう抑えてもらわ
Here's
ない
the
とね
first pitch. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
次は帰るからこの回だけはよっしゃ
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will
耐
do
え
it.
ましたね
Phillies strand 1. Score remains tied at 4.
さ
Brendan
あ
Kinsler takes the mound as he'll be the first man to
延
pitch here
長
in
戦
extra
に
innings. New inning set to get
ああ
underway,
打てない
and at the plate will be
あ
the
しかも
speedy
ランナー
outfielder
二塁
Trent
からやか
Grisham.
らこれは点入るかもしれんああでもセンターおらんのかさすがにちょっとキャッチャーは置いとかんとシンカーチェンジ
Here's the first pitch.
よっしゃ打った打った打
And
った
that'll get down for a base hit. So
い
he
き
goes
な
after
り
the
打っ
first
たい
pitch,
きな
and
り打っ
it's
た
early trouble here this half of the inning. They can't make the tag on him. He's safe. And they've jumped ahead here in the 10th.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your
今
team
の
the
も
lead
甘
in
かっ
the
たで
late
す
innings,
ど
man,
真ん
that
中
feels
来ま
good.
したよ
Especially does, especially when
審
you start
判
to
当たり
score
そうに
runs
なっ
late
て
in
ま
the
したね
game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's one
い
makes
や
you
こ
feel
れは
really good
代
about
打ちょっ
yourself.
ともうやめときますわもうこのままバントでしましょうかね
In now, Emilio Pagan, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
バントも難しいんですよね
And the ball attempt will be foul, so we'll see how they want to play it now with 2 strikes. Grisham on at first, nobody out. And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2
抑えやっ
count.
とかなあかん
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there.
へ
Maybe you
え
get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
And with
よ
2
っし
strikes,
ゃ
he's able to
あ
get
あ
this
ー
one
何
down.
戻ってるんや最悪や
One there.
ああ
He'll put
戻っ
this
て
in
もう
his
た
pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
今のラン
Was
ナ
kind
ー
of
戻
a
っ
high
てまい
degree
ま
of
した
difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to the second base,
まあ
and
で
he
もあ
couldn't
の
get a lot out
正
of
面
it,
や
but
っ
they
たら
did
あか
get
ん
the
かっ
out.
たかもしれんですね
At the plate, Luis Campusano, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got 1 hit in 4 at-bats.
普段バントせえへんから余計にあれですよね
1-1 to San Diego's leadoff batter. Runner at first here, 1 man out. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2. Next to hit is Jurickson Profar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First pitch on the way. Now here's a comebacker back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left.
さあ、ここで抑えんと、二塁におるから余計守りにくいんですよね。まあ、抑えは出しますけど、点が入る可能性が高いですよね。この中、初めのバッターをどう抑えるかですよね。三振してくれりゃ一番いいんですけど。
According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Miller hits in the 240s, so there's room for improvement in that regard.
あの場所投げられたら打たれへんですね。よっしゃ。三振しよった。これは予定通り。あれまたこのさっきホームラン打ったシャザムさん。さあ。
Well behind that fastball, it's a swing strike.
シャダンさん。
One out and a runner on second base.
さあ、三振するか。釣り玉で三振。ああ、まあ、これは平凡なフライ。さすがに三塁はいかんですね。さあ、あと一人。セグラさん。
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Inside corner, a ball and a strike.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside.
あ
They're
ー
doing
あ
that,
ー、取
and
れん
this
か
one
っ
caught the zone.
A leaping
た。やばい、
try,
同
but
点
it's
や。
out of his reach and into the outfield.
あ
And the
あ、また
tying
追いつきよ
run
った。
comes around to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring.
今のなんかファースト取ったみたいに見えたんですけど、
That comes at a really good time.
取れてなかったです。あっしゃ。いやー、粘る
So now to the plate, Adam Hazley. No
な。ま
balls
た
and one
同点。
strike. Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1 and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Again, he sends it out of play.
なんとか抑えんと。
From the stretch, the 1-2.
わ
Another one sent foul. Ready with another 2-strike offering.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him. So we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
He's set. The 3-2. And that misses ball 4. So now the potential winning run moves into scoring position
こ
where
こ
a
でま
single
たラ
can
ンナ
end
ー
this
変え
thing.
る。
Here's
で、
Bryce
ハー
Harper
パ
now.
ーさん。
He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this
話
point.
し合い
That
で。
would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the
Here's the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
After the walk and with runners on the bags, he couldn't afford to fall behind here. Nice job of jumping ahead with strike 1.
Harper behind with an 0-2 count now. Possible winning runs at second with 2 down, however.
Wow.
To spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
ああ、秋はで。今のは際どい。さあ、低めのナックルカーブ。ああ、しゃ振りよった。場所は違ったけど、ボール球を振ってくれた。さあ、まだ延長戦。抑えはなんとか耐えましたね。さあ、またでもランナー2塁から。また1点取らんと。2点ぐらい取らんとやっぱ1点じゃちょっと難しいですね。ああ。ああ、切れるか。ああ、ボテツや。なんかバントみたいになりました。まあまあ、最低限ランナー3塁。さあ、4番へ。思わず振ってまいそうでしたね。バット止めれるからやっぱいいですよね。おっしゃ、抜けた。また1点。さあ、また勝ち越し。さすがやっぱ前進守備やから抜けますよ。ちゃっかりセカンドに行くっていう。
David Hale, a 6'2" right-hander, jogs in to take over on the mound. To the plate now, Tucupita Marcano. A ball and no strikes.
もう1点欲しいですね。
Myers leads off second with one gone in the inning.
チェンジカーブ。
And this is a fastball. It's right on the black, but ruled a ball. It's 2-0 now.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
ストライクが入らん。さあ、真ん中来るか。
Has a look, now the pitch.
ああ。
Fastball, and it catches the zone for a strike. Runner at second here with one man out. Swings through it for strike number 2. Sure took a healthy hack that time.
Man, hard to understand why a guy who runs so well would take such a big hack like that one.
3-2 pitch.
Oh.
Count remains full. Another payoff pitch. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
And with first base open, the last thing he wanted to do was give him something to hit in the heart of the zone. So no harm done.
Tommy Pham will step in yet again, and where would his club be without his at-bat in the 9th inning? This was his 3-run homer that helped us get to where we are now in extra innings. From the stretch, here's the pitch, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far this season, Pham hits a little over the 270 mark. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With two guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge
こ
pitch
の
right
チェン
here.
ジが
Lifetime
振っ
against
てまい
this
ましたね。
particular arm. Just a couple of matchups,
今の
no
も
hits
ボール
and
球
2
でしたね。
at-bats. He's set and the 2-1 pitch.
結局ほんまやったフォア
Well,
ボー
you
ル
can
でした
see
ね。
here, this has been a steady diet of off-speed pitches, and what has it gotten him? Not a whole lot as he's fallen behind in the count. 3 balls and 1 strike.
あ
A
あ、
swing
間
and
違
a
えた。
fly ball. Harper coming on
あ
and foul.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late
さあ
on that
フォアボー
pitch
ルでもいい
after
ですけ
seeing
ど。
the previous off-speed pitch.
あ
And another foul ball.
チェンジでまた抜かれそうでやばいですね。
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch
あ
on
あ、
its
した
way.
フォアボ
And he
ール。
misses again. Ball 4.
これは
That's
完全に
back-to-back
外れ
guys
た。
now that have reached base via the base on balls.
These guys on defense are still within striking distance, but
さ
after
あ、
that
満
walk,
塁で。
one swing of the bat could really blow this thing wide open.
Digging in now for San Diego. Brian O'Grady. He went down on strikes in his last at-bat.
チェ
And
ン
you
ジ
can't
カ
allow
ー
the
ブ。
same thing to happen in this situation. This is a big-time spot in this game. He's got to find
おっしゃ、いっ
Now he goes the
た
other
ー。
way,
左
and he
中
got
間
a
いった、
lot of
左
it
中間。
high and deep to left center
抜け
field.
た、抜けた、
But
抜けた、
that'll
抜け
stay
た、
in
抜
the
けた。
park as it's off the
3点
wall.
タイム
Two
リー、
runs
3
have
点タイム
scored.
リー。
But this throw is well up the line, and 3
こ
runs
れでもう
have
勝つでしょ
scored.
The center fielder.
When you mess with the bull, you expect to get the horns, right? Bases loaded and they challenge him, which is obviously a huge mistake, and he nearly blasts a grand slam. Lucky for them, it's only a double, so 3 runs come across the score, and he stands at second, 3 RBIs richer.
Hector Neris enters from
完
the
璧に
bullpen to do
捉え
the
ました
pitching. Into the box now, Trent Grisham. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Fouled off.
4点ありゃ勝つでしょ
4 runs here in this half inning. Hard hit ball to short, fielded
これはか
cleanly. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
いや、もうこのままで。
Now to the
ピッ
plate, the
チャーや
pitcher,
けど
Drew
も、
Pomeranz, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Swing and a miss. Good sinking action there. 1-2.
Ooh, man, was that a hack. He's trying to create his own run support with a swing like that.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Quinn's there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So they score 4 times on just 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. One last shot here as we go to the bottom of the 11th now. The Padres lead it 9-5. And now it'll be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Reese Hoskins. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second.
Down by a bunch here.
変え
What
ま
makes
しょう
it
か。
even more difficult, they're facing the closer. Not going to be an easy task trying to tie this one or go ahead here at home.
Ryan Weathers, a 6'1" southpaw, will be the one that gets the call from the bullpen here. First pitch on the way.
電池がやばなってきましたね。
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2
Oh,
pitch. Struck him out. Struck him
ま
out
ずは
again,
アウ
I
ト。
should say. His third punch out of the game.
The left fielder, number
Next up,
22.
Andrew McCutcheon. Been a really tough one on him. Already wearing the golden sombrero with 4 strikeouts.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound.
Oh.
This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base.
よっしゃ、シ
That
ョー
run
トゴ
really
ロ。
doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got.
これ
The
じゃ
hitter is the
進
guy
めん
that
で
can
す。
turn this game on its head.
And that's the second out.
さあ、あとワンアウト。
Now at the plate here is
リアル
J.T.
ミュー
Realmuto.
ト。
He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Breaking ball there as that's fouled away for the first strike. Harper stands at second with 2 gone. And a check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2.
さあ、追い込んだ。
Philly down to their last strike. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Has them down to their final strike. Here it
あ
comes.
あ、際どい。
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Well, they had to put in a couple of extra innings of work, but hey, listen, a win is a win, and any win is good, especially on the road.
This one comes to a close with a 9-5 final. The San Diego Padres used a 3-run ninth to help propel them to the win. Drew Pomeranz claims the win out of the pen his first. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plezak, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
これでまた貯金が増えましたね。よいしょ。これでまた勝って残り、7試合ですか。7試合やったら、ホームランダービーとオールスターですね。なかなかこのオールスターまでが遠いんですけどね。まあ、ようやくオールスターですからね。で、貯金がまた増えて、それでもドジャースが13ゲーム離れてますからね。貯金だらけなんですよね。巨人は4番手ですけど。フィリーズ最下位やったんですね。オールスターは2月くらいです。なかなかかかるでしょうね。ワイルドカードではなんとか1位ですけど。よっしゃ、さあ終わりましょうか。飯を食べましょうかね。よっしゃ。ケンさんは寝てるかもしらんですね。寝てるか、なんかやってるか、わからんですけど。いやいやいやいやいや。さあ、お疲れ様でした。ちょうど電池もなくなりそうですね。 よいしょ。ではではではでは。